Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jade Monkey. We're back here in Rust, and today we are talking about, or we're going through real base tours. This is a series where we go through official servers at the end of a wipe for what it's like to be on an official server and what a base looks like, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between, to show you what it would be like when you play on an official server. This is for all players on PC, but also for our future players, Xbox One and PlayStation 4 Rust beta players, and for the full release Rust Xbox One and PS4 players that are coming up at the end of this year, 2020. So let's do this now. Okay, I should throw a caveat out there that this is we're calling this the Bandit Slope, or the Bandit Slopes wipe. I did do another one of these base tours earlier, but I thought we'd do a 2.0 or a version 2 of this, as we are, I didn't think we'd last that long, and somehow, some way, this base has now evolved into what you see before you. So we are on official. This is an active server. This is earlier in the morning on a work day, so fingers crossed, hopefully we don't get clipped. And yes, this is a scrap helicopter that now costs 750 scrap to get. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get this back. So let me just give you a quick overview, see what some of the changes are. Oh yeah. I should also throw out there the first base tour. I'll go ahead and link that now in the upper right hand corner. And that is the Bandit Slope Base Tour version 1. You can go check that out right there. So yeah, there's been so many crazy things that have been happening, but let's give you an outside view here so you can see some of the changes. I'm so scared I'm gonna get clipped. By the way, we took over this camp too. Bandit camp is over here. This is one of the major reasons why we call this Bandit Slope, as it's become an awesome way to do recycling and also trade in your cloth. Boop, boop, boop. It's the Bandit camp. Oop, don't lose control. Lots of changes from the last one. Lots of changes. It's been a pretty incredible wipe. We've been playing with one of the other members of the Boyfriend Squad, that's RazorTube. And yes, we will be playing this. We will be maining this on console as soon as this comes out. We will be playing the beta as well as soon as that hits for both PlayStation 4 and Xbox. I don't know how well you can hear me with all this rotor wash, but we're going to go ahead and land upstairs and go through the features of the base. Alright, what? Oh. Don't lag on me. Boop. Alright. One of the best features. I love helicopter pads. They are the best. Alright, we should be good. Okay, so one of the first features, we'll go top down. We have the helicopter pad here at the very, very top. We also have our solar panels that are absorbing power for all the various things inside of the base. We have a turret port that is active on the base, and we also have lights inside. And these are very important for powering the lift that we have inside in the garage portion. Yes, this has been so crazy. Yeah, I should also link the, let's see, what do we have? Oh yeah, okay, so we had this massive battle between the Swamp Boys that used to live over there, and I'll go ahead and link how the war all began now in the upper right hand corner. You can check that out. It actually started over water jugs. No joke. It might have been my fault. This base has gone through quite a bit. We almost lost it as well. So we'll go ahead and walk through this here. Let's see. Should we start downstairs? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, let me just show you this real quick. Maybe we won't start from the top. This is the helicopter pad. I do have Fortify here, which is like a CAD program for Rust and for building and whatnot, and I find it quite useful. So kind of just show you some of the overview here. And we can do cutaways like this, right? Cutaway just to the first floor so you can kind of look in. So we're going to bounce between these two, but I want to show you on foot what these things look like. As, you know, building is very unforgiving in this game once you go past that 2-minute marker. So I just want to show people just, you know, what this is like, you know, especially for the beta players. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox players, hopefully we're all actively playing when this comes out, or at least we know when it's going to be coming out. So fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed. All right, let me just get downstairs and we'll walk around outside. Oh boy, that's going to hurt. Oh, okay. Somehow I made it. Okay, great. All right, so we're going to come in by the turret door. We do have this controlled by the Rust Plus application and will also be available for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox players for the full release. We're unsure if this will be available for the beta, but please note that this is a free application for Android and iOS. And we can do things like open up a turret port. And these are things we had to build and program ourselves. Not program, but put up electronics and manage our power. So this has been really nice as we push into the base. This will give us great coverage. So that's been a lifesaver for sure. And it gives us coverage as we pull in through the garage door here. To show you what this looks like. I'm just watching my back. I don't want to get shot. Our garage leaves something to be desired as far as organization, but it's getting the job done. Looks like a sleepover. This wipe you can see in the lower left, we've had 7 people. Typically we have anywhere between 2 and like 4 people on at one time. So, you know, just give you a nice frame of reference. And again, I might be going over some of the things that we've already gone over in the previous walkthrough, but I just want to show you how this thing has changed. So one of the things we found out very quickly after we got raided, or even just people walking by, or people were placing ladders and going up top very quickly. So we had to secure a perimeter, which is semi-new over the last few days. And this perimeter not only keeps people off the wall itself, but it also gives us the ability to both process crude oil, which gives us gasoline for our helicopter, and also our vehicles, our ground vehicles, the modular vehicles. And this is the first major live wipe since the modular vehicles came out on PC. And again, modular vehicles will be out for the full release. We're not sure if they'll be out for the beta. They should be, in theory, so we'll see. But only time will tell. Again, hopefully we're playing it and you guys are like just waiting in the queue watching stuff like this. So right here, not only does this help protect the perimeter, but we decided to throw in some big boy forges. Helps us smelt the sulfur, which is good for raiding, and also our metal as well. So, and we can keep a close eye on it. Now, since the garage is a lesser value area, we figure people will eventually pop into it. This is kind of our jump-in point. Not the best, but it's getting the job done. So that's kind of what we're doing there. This way we can kind of pot shot people from the window as well. So just to let you know what that looks like. Okay, let me go. I only have so much daylight, so I'm going to be pretty quick about this. All right, so we just came in through here on the first floor. This general area here is the garage. Again, building in this game is very much making do with what you have. Things are very, very permanent here. So this is an excellent case of that. This hill really impeded a lot of our building. I wasn't sure how big to make this garage, as I felt like it was adding a lot of extra upkeep, and I think it did. It really did hinder our ability to expand. It was chewing up a lot of our resources through upkeep. But we're making do now. We're at the size now where it's not hurting us, but I think in the future we might make this garage area a separate building. But we'll see. It's things we're experimenting with. So again, the good, the bad, and the ugly. One of the major things, and I think I said this in the last one, this L shape here was kind of a big, I didn't know what to do with it. So I kind of just made it a pocket for lockers, and I made an airlock, and we put some batteries and stuff here. So when we have quick access and loot, we kind of drop it here. These are our quick go areas. We put locks on these in case somebody goes deep on us. If these doors are open, watch, somebody's waiting for me right now. Ooh, oh, hey, hey. So that was kind of the idea there. Again, not a great use of space, but we just had to make do, as we needed some kind of coverage for this actual garage here. We needed the ability to run this and also pull the parts off and on without people jumping in. So yeah, if you watch the streams, you know what it was like. It was a little crazy. Again, I think we can really utilize this space a lot better in the future. So, you know, duly noted. I think a lot of these base tours, not only do we find some useful things out of it, but we also maybe would adjust things in the future. So it's kind of nice. So we thought I'd show you. We thought we would show you the whole process in its entirety, or at least give you a little summary as we went through. Okay, real quick, because I know we have a lot to go through. We added these shotgun traps. Really, we need 3 at every opening. But this way, if somebody rushes the line, if they're not authorized on the TC, they are going to get absolutely worked, and they probably won't see it. Same thing here. If somehow we had somebody breach the perimeter with a ladder or a helicopter, this would catch people pretty quickly. And again, if somebody got into this main area, most of the time we keep this shut, and this would keep us relatively safe. Yes, they might ransack this inner core, but for the most part, you're pretty, you'd have to really fight your way in to go any further. Okay, let's see here. Oh, by the way, since we're playing on PC, hackers have been a thing. This is one of our photos. RazorTube is in the pool, and we're actually throwing satchels on a hacker's base while they were online, and we ended up booting them out of their base and taking all of their stuff. And I believe we also got them banned, so high five. One of the things we will not have to worry about on PlayStation 4 and Xbox, so high five for that, but also doing our part in kicking out hackers unofficial whenever we can. Okay, let's keep moving through. Again, we have a lot of these automatic switches here for the Rust application. I can't show you what it looks like here, but you can also see that these lights are going on and off. Our solar panel array, we have 2 battery sets. One of them powers this here. This whole unit powers our lights, and it also powers our lift over here as well. Very important to remember that this also uses 20 units of power, which is pretty steep. So just keep that in mind. A lot of extra switches here. This is the switch for the lift itself. Stuff like that, so we'll just keep pushing through. Also, any kind of water or little extra goodies, sometimes we throw them up here, but it's not major, but alright. So we're going to close this. I'm going to push into the base. I'm going to click over to the CAD application so you can see where I'm at. We just entered through here. I should probably knock these off. We did add a big boy... sorry. Normally this would be done already. We added a garage here. And we also, I think we knocked this out too. Sorry. This is relatively new. So the reason why we kept, let me just go ahead and talk through this. The reason why we kept those doorways is because we used them initially. And I kept them stone so we could soft side pick them out when we needed to. And that's exactly what we did. As soon as we could afford the garage doors, or in this case, not only garage doors, we did a armored door set. Let me go ahead and erase this. Sorry. Let me just make this. Oh, it is metal. What am I saying? I guess it doesn't really matter. As long as you guys know what it looks like. Where's our armored door? Place that there and place that there. We'll close these bad boys. I just want you to see what all this stuff looks like. There we go. Close it and close it. Okay. So we're actually entering this space right here where I'm lit up on the triangle, the white triangle. We go ahead and tab over. We're here now. Again, we knocked this out to create a garage door. Tremendous help. As you know, this beefs up the raid cost. The skin on this door is hilarious. Just to let you know, there's a door here. We're going to go over to the TC room here. Again, another wall we knocked out. We were going to stick a garage door, but we were able to get armored doors, which are the best. So we thought we'd put the double armored doors, say that 3 times real fast, right there. Again, going into a more secure area here. And then walking over to this section. And if you're watching, or if you were watching during the live streams, we actually got raided. And I'll go ahead and link the raid video now in the upper right hand corner. Not really sure what we're going to call it yet, but that was an amazing fight that we had for this. And yeah, if you again, all in the same wipe, so if you're interested in checking that out, I would highly recommend. We did it all live on stream too, so it was pretty crazy. Okay, this is our processing room on the side here. You can see we have multiple airlocks to keep people away. We've also upgraded the rooftop to high quality to prevent top-down raids. They somehow got to that layer and decided to splash damage something with rockets. This is as beefy as it gets as far as the ceiling is concerned. Over here is our processing area. We had 2 small furnaces. We also have some gear in the back. Apparently this is our charcoal box. And we'll put things in here to do like smaller processing if things aren't safe outside, which is, it's worked out for us. We've also signed out here. Again, this is where our fight back started, was in this particular room. Let me go ahead and show you on the map here. As we went back to, whoops, we were started here, came back. We're now in this, whoops, you know what's funny? Is I actually did that incorrectly. Not that you guys probably care, but I just want to make sure it's semi-accurate. There we go. So we're back here in this room. This is our processing area. And we're going to go back out into this triangle right here. Let me go ahead and raise this up. Hopefully this helps people. I don't know if it does, but we're standing right here. We're going to go over into the TC room, which is going to be this room back here. So here we go. Processing. And over to the TC room. Again, we've added these armored doors, giving us a lot more coverage. And with armored outer shells, and it's this wall here, this really makes it a rough ride for somebody trying to raid from the outside in, because these armored walls are beefy. Okay, tabbing back. And we have a regular door here. We just haven't had the money to replace it yet. And this is our main. This is where we keep our components. This is also where we keep our tool cupboard. The tool cupboard controls the ability to build onto the base. This is the control of the base. If you lose this, you lose your base. Or you can steal somebody's base if you get into it. So it's important that this is the most protected area. We'll probably knock out these walls and beef these up a little bit. But as far as getting into here, everything's armored around us. These doors leading in here are quite beefy, so if you're in this far, you're already pretty deep in the raid. So we're hoping that the raiders don't have enough money to finish it off. But here's our tool cupboard. Our cost is 7,002 fragments, 8,099 stone, 100 high quality, and 152 wood. I think we have a couple, like, I think it might be the wooden walls outside. Anyways, just to give you an idea what the upkeep would look like for something like this. We'll close this door, and we like to keep a lot of our high value stuff here. Crafted raid materials, explosives, rockets, that sort of thing. We craft them and usually throw them in here in one of the boxes. So, you know, things just before you craft guns, that kind of stuff. Okay, and that was the room right here. This was where the TC is still. We're in this room. We're going to walk our way back out here to the split, and we're going to go up to the walk up. Let me go ahead and give you a top down. The walk up for us, or the elevator portion, we call it the elevator, but it's this square here. We're going to have to go from the tool cupboard room out this outer ring, back around, over to here, and then this triangle here has a jump up where we go up to the second floor, and that's where we're heading. So just to give you a heads up. Again, I hope that helps. It's probably mad confusing. Okay, we got to make sure we do this before the sun goes down. I'm going to close the doors behind us. At least some of them. Going back out this way. And this is our split I was talking about as we came in from the garage. We could just go ahead and leave this open. There's the garage. We went down this corridor. Now we're going to hit this. This has become another important place where this is where we drop our tools. Kind of go things here, whether it be lower tier sets or even just overflow tier 1, tier 2 type sets. Here's our workbench 3. We've armored up, or I should say we've metaled out the walls here for the exterior. We don't want to show that we have too much money, as breaking metal is still really, really tough, but we're also hiding the fact that our inner core that's high quality, you can see right here, is also hiding that fact too. And again, the rooftop is all high quality. So a lot of people like to do top-down raids. Okay, working our way around, and we have another, this is our diving box for doing water runs, which are really good, by the way. I should probably link the easy scrap video now in the upper right-hand corner, using things like scuba gear and a helicopter to help move you through progression when things are very, very hot on your server. And if we're talking about the PlayStation 4 and Xbox Rust Beta, it is going to be only hot all the time because it's going to be riddled with people. This is the jump up portion here. Again, you can see our armored core. We're hiding it from the exterior. All metal, so if somehow they broke this exterior wall, we would have all kinds of protection. Let me show you what this looks like. So we're actually standing right here. We go ahead and fade it out this way. I'm sorry, that's like super slow. Let me go ahead and put all the floors back. We're actually standing, oops. Yeah, we're standing like right here on the jump up. Wait, no. Yeah, is that right? Yeah, it is. Let me push up one floor. There we go. We're sitting right here. There's a jump up. This is going to jump us into the main corridor for the second floor. First floor, second floor. All right, here we go. Here's our jump up, and again, we have garage doors here. This is our main corridor to lead into the loot rooms on the left and right. We have boxes here for all kinds of storage. Funny story, the raid, again, go check that video earlier. They punched this code in and we thought we got it. So this door we don't own, which is wild. That so we don't have access to that side. Long story. Go check out the video. It is funny. Here's our bed spawning here. This looks like, I think that's Dominion. So just showing you all of our different storage areas here. We've got weapons, guns here, bullets, that sort of thing. Trying to keep things on tap. This is our jump up to the third story. Continuing this way, we have more storage over here. This is for our crops and whatnot. If we hit this garage door, now we're over the garage itself. Anything that's stone here is the garage on the first floor, and we thought since it's kind of a vulnerable area, at least I was thinking, you don't want anything with too valuable above it, so we thought we'd do our grow operation here, and I cannot tell you how absolutely invaluable growing just the cloth here was, as we can go to the Bandit camp at any time and then convert it or sell it for, let me I know I can find this product exchange. Where are you? Crude. Where is it? Where is it? I know. Where are you? Okay, there we go. 50 cloth for 10 scrap. We can easily grow, when you have super plants or you've tweaked the genetics just a little bit, you can go over here and trade your cloth for crazy amounts of scrap, especially when air vehicles cost 750 scrap per mini helicopter. So it's huge for progression, buying your helicopters, all kinds of things. And also, this is a huge part of the meta, growing potatoes. This will get you back on your feet for your crew in no time. It helps you heal. When you respawn, you want your crew to be able to pop some potatoes and be on your way. So having those things are invaluable. We kept a lot of these water containers here, and honestly, this is how we're watering our stuff. You ready? You're gonna lose your mind. Yes, you can use sprinklers, but bam, just throwing them. Just get some clean water. You're good to go. It's working exceptionally well. So if we look over here, this is the lookout into our smelting pit outside. Not the best protection, but again, this is a low value area here, so that's what all these do. I figured we might expand, so that's kind of why these doors are here, but again, make and do with whatever you have. Let me show you what it looks like on the schematics or the floor plan. It's doing the weird thing with the there we go. This is showing more of our... Oh, I never finished this. Well, it's 4 crop plots, but you get the idea. It's doing the weird thing where it kind of breaks it down and stuff. We go to the second floor. Yeah, it's breaking up the floor. What? That's so weird. Okay, let me try this. Beep. There we go. Second floor. And this is the door we came from. It's probably not helping. Let me just go back into the game. Sorry. We also have our solar panel combiners happen here, where you can take 2 of them. We have one facing the sunrise, the other 2 facing on the sunset. So we have a pretty good charge. And again, this is our secondary circuit that goes over and charges this larger battery that runs our turret outside. Let me just go ahead and show you what that looks like. Okay, this room has been kind of a hodgepodge. No joke. This actually goes directly outside. This is a drop down, more or less. I was going to do something else with this particular area, but again, necessity kind of pushed us in this direction. So we have things up here, but it's not super high value, more like overflow. And again, more storage for water. This is our big boy battery we have here. Do I even have a cord here? I'm hoping that I do, so I can show you maybe. Watch, this is just my luck. Let me try to go downstairs and grab one real quick. But the thought was I wanted to put 2 circuits up, one for the turrets outside and one for the interior lights. So if we lost battery power somewhere, at least we've kind of got one or the other. And also this battery is more on the interior. It's going to be a little bit more difficult, or it's less likely for people to attack from that attack vector. There we go, bingo. Let's try to get through this before it gets nighttime. Again, these lights controlled by the, I think I said this, but the Rust Plus. This will help you save battery life. Oh man, that is invaluable too, especially when you're pretty hard pressed for power. This will kind of show you how all these different circuits come. A lot of our main power, I kind of fed it through these pipes here. We'll show you as we go upstairs, but this whole unit over here is beautiful because when it's open, the turret turns on, the doors open automatically, and it will not only count how many people cross and get a target acquisition, but it will send a message when it has a target to the Rust Plus application. So we name the southwest turret, so we know when people are actually tripping the turret. And if we know they're not getting smoked by the turret, we can close it so they can't soak the turret. Let me just show you what this looks like. So this simulates me turning it off in the Rust Plus application, and we're good to go. Letting us know how many bad boys we've killed, or not killed, but at least had a target acquisition, and also sending a message to the phone. This has also been super, super valuable. A huge help for us. Oh, that's a scientist. That scared me. Thought it was a player. And again, this takes a fair amount of juice. If you look here, running this circuit when it's on takes 19 units of power. This circuit can run with no new power coming in from the top for 21 hours and 3 minutes roughly. Watch when I turn this off from the phone. Beep, boop, boop, beep. Let me see, turret southwest, and is now back to 100%. And again, this circuit gets combined, and the power comes from the outside up top. We got some builds on this. I have things like the offline raid alarm, which is beautiful. I'll go ahead and link that now in the upper right-hand corner. It will basically tell you when walls get destroyed and send a message to your phone as long as everything is powered. And it is great. It's a build. We did it, and you can definitely use it for the beta and for the real deal. Okay, so let's go upstairs to the 3rd story. This is a little weird. Here we gotta jump up. And again, we have that shotgun trap to catch somebody if they go deep. This is our jump up section. This goes to the hangar bay. See it right there. And this goes to our loot section. This is secondary or tertiary storage. This goes outside for expansion. We were thinking about adding a turret here. We still might. But these are all loot pockets here on the side. This is also for expansion that has yet to come. But these have become pockets for extra storage after a raid, things like that. Above us is the actual rooftop. Let me show you what that looks like. We just close this so we don't get jumped. Again, super official. Here are the power cells or the solar panels that will go downstairs. These 4 up here power the large battery we saw that does the turret, and these 2 power the battery on the 1st floor that power the lights and also the lift. We do have to move these eventually up, but you know, necessity and all that. Alright, so let's see. This is kind of weird. This wraps around our actual honeycomb around the TC, but we needed another place. Let me show you the exterior of this. We needed another place to enter the base, as we had issues with this. This is basically our only place we could go in and out after we added walls. And this is too slow for you to really use all the time. So yes, this turret here really helped, but at the same token, we don't like to have one place. So we ran out of places we could put it, so I created this jump up. Let me go ahead and erase this wall and erase this wall, but you can see how the jump up works here. This ladder hatch, we created a box down here where you could only stand on the box, jump up to open this door, and it's locked. And then we have a series of airlocks up here and different places to do storage. This is where we're standing currently. Let me show you what that looks like. This is the this is some like 3-year, 4-year-old Rust meta back in the day. Let me show you what this looks like. This is the exterior. And this whole like drop down chute leads up to that loot section, but it also creates another place for us to leave or enter the base. And we put a little window here in hopes that maybe we can see some scumbags before they come up and get us, as this high point on the hill has definitely been a point of contention for us. Go ahead and open this up. I'll show you how this works. Like this, and I have to jump and hit action. On the PC it's E, but we don't know what it's going to be on PS4 or Xbox yet. Jump up here. And then we have these ladder hatch closes, and then doors like this, whoopsie, that create an airlock for us. Yeah, we probably need to make those garage doors, but this leads into our loot section here. Loot, loot. This leads to the helicopter pad, and here's our jump down. And we created more airlocks here to prevent people from coming in, and also the Rust Plus application will be an automatic door for when you're flying a helicopter and you need the door open quickly, as we've been shot many times. I'm going to do it from the application. The smart switch is right here, and I'll show you. I'll hit it from the phone. So when I'm flying, I can open this door or close it. And yes, we've had a couple people run deep on us here. This is RazorTube's Panic Shack. He's got a couple items here. So we were going to make this a turret slot, but things kind of, I lost track of things and I made those walls, so we can't really mess with these now. So it's not bad. It can be a little drop point. But there it is. This is the Bandit Slope base tours, real base tour. on an official server. So hopefully this gives you some ideas, gets the juices flowing as far as creativity. Maybe you want to pick some things out of here that did work. Maybe avoid some things that we did for sure as far as expansion or building too fast and having the upkeep just be too high. But yeah, hopefully this helps everybody out on PC, and hopefully our future players, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, Rust beta players and Rust full release players on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox, because this will work all the time. These are life lessons everybody can learn from. Learn from our mistakes and our victories. Yes. So yeah, hopefully we see you in the next video / live stream. Again, we will be live streaming this in the beta, and also we will be manning this on the console as soon as it comes out later on this year, 2020. So be looking for that, and we'll be doing more of these real base tours here on PC and also on the console as soon as it hits. So yeah, stay tuned for that. All right, love you guys. See you later. Bye. Let's do a dramatic flyaway. Watch, this is the time I get smoked. This could very well be a... Yeah! I like that we have the mini pool inside. Makes me happy. Alright, for real, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!